And it's not going to be something government simply does for us. It's not going to be something we can legislate our way away or expect that somebody else will do. But changing the face of poverty in New Brunswick, making sure that living in poverty is less punitive and soul-deadening, and making sure that there are more ways to lift people from poverty to the dignity of work is going to require a little more from all of us. It's going to require a new covenant where citizens and local charitable organizations take on a little more responsibility, and government, the business sector, provide a little more opportunity. If we can do those things, if we can each meet what the moment calls us to do, then we can make a very big difference in the lives of the close to 100,000 New Brunswickers who live in poverty. There are essentially three things that have to be done. I hope will come out of this as we bring everyone together. First is government has to, in ways that we are starting to discuss, government has to make the social assistance program less punitive and more based on lifting people up and getting them into work than it is about following rules and saving money. And certainly I've been pleased by the reaction to the speech I gave in St. John some time ago, because I believe there's a public mood that is ready to believe government should do that, even if it means as taxpayers we have to be a little more generous. Secondly, there is no doubt that if we're going to lift up folks who are living on social assistance, we also have to lift up people who are working at low wages, because entry-level work has to be a better deal than living on social assistance. One of the reasons governments have been, I think, unjustly cruel in the social assistance system is because working for minimum wage with no benefits itself is a pretty tough life, and social assistance has to be worse than that. So if we're going to lift up the social assistance system, we also have to talk about how entry-level work provides a living wage, and look at issues like transportation, like childcare, like health coverage, that have too often been disincentives for people struggling to lift themselves out of poverty. Third, of course, as I had a group come to my office from BCAPI, the local community group here, who has responded so ably to the human challenge posed by poverty. And one thing they said that I think was very profound is they said, understand that for us, responding to poverty is not about making people more comfortable living in poverty, it's about lifting people out of poverty. And the third part of it is, if we are going to make sure that entry-level work pays better and the government has a social program regime that's more humane, we are going to need charitable organizations, community groups, and individual citizens to put even more effort into the things that transform people's lives out of poverty. Early childhood services, the quality education system, responding when a child can't read or write properly at an early age, responding with a sense of urgency, making sure that issues like transportation and training and literacy instruction are there for their parents. These are the things where we will need to find ways to help the community sector focus on and help citizens take the personal responsibility to look for the things that transform their lives. If we can get an agreement on getting these three things together out of this week, I believe we will have a covenant between government, citizens, nonprofits, and business that can truly make a difference. And I'm hoping with the leadership of my two co-chairs who've been at this from the start, and my cabinet colleagues, that we are going to be able to deliver on